All right, let's dive right in. We're going to talk about a concept that might just completely change how you see your own mind. It's called the pattern recognition machine.
You know that feeling, right? You're watching something unfold, and this little thought pops into your head. I knew that was going to happen. It's a kind of weird feeling, isn't it? Almost like you're psychic.
In fact, have you ever felt like your brain is practically predicting the future? You know, connecting all these dots that, well, nobody else even seems to see? Let me tell you, you're not just imagining it. It's a real, specific way of processing the world around you.
Okay, but here's the thing. As amazing as that sounds, this ability, it comes with a price. And honestly, it can be a pretty steep one.
For people with this kind of mind, that mental scanner, it never, ever shuts off. We're talking 24/7. Your brain is just always on, always processing, always searching for that next piece of the puzzle.
And what do you get when you have that constant, high-speed engine running all the time? Well, it boils down to one simple, powerful word: exhaustion. I mean, a deep, soul-crushing mental fatigue that can just leave you feeling totally wiped. And let's really get into what that feels like, because it's not just being tired. It's this feeling of having a supercomputer in your head that you can't find the off switch for. You're constantly analyzing, scanning every single detail, and you're noticing these incredible connections that just seem to go right over everyone else's heads. So feeling drained? Yeah, that becomes your default setting. But here's where we flip the script. What if all of this constant thinking, this exhaustion, what if it's not a flaw? What if we've been looking at it completely backwards? What if it's actually a feature? And that brings us right to the main event, the pattern recognition machine. So what is it? Basically, it's a brain that just operates at warp speed. Its main job, its whole purpose, is to constantly scan and identify patterns and connections in, well, everything. And this lays it out perfectly. Over here on the left, you've got your standard mental processing. It's pretty sequential, one thing at a time. It focuses on the task at hand, and it uses a lower amount of baseline energy. But then, look over on the right. That's the high-speed pattern recognition we're talking about. It's not sequential. It scans for connections all at once. It's always running in the background. And here's the kicker. It has a way higher baseline energy consumption. It literally takes more fuel just for you to exist. I love how this source material describes this. It's not just a pattern recognition machine. It's like having one on steroids, right? It's supercharged, it's always on, and it's just unbelievably powerful. So here's the absolute most important thing to get from this. That exhaustion you feel, it is not a sign that you're broken. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign that your processor is incredibly powerful. Think of it as the heat coming off a high-performance engine. Okay, so if that's true, then the goal isn't to try and slow this thing down, right? That'd be like trying to turn a Formula One car into a golf cart. It just doesn't make sense. The real key, the game changer, is learning how to find the off switch. So the big question is, how on earth do you do that? All right, so here's the fix. And you know what? It's actually really simple. First up, step 1, accept. You just have to fully recognize and accept that being tired is the natural result of your high-speed brain doing its thing. It's not you failing. Then, step 2, intend. You have to make a conscious choice, a real decision, to turn the filter off when it's time to rest. Literally give yourself permission to not connect the dots for a while.
And this is a super important point. We're not talking about trying to stop your thoughts. Come on, that's pretty much impossible, right? No, this is about letting go of the need to analyze them. It's about letting those thoughts and observations just float by without feeling like you have to grab each one and plug it into some bigger picture.
So let's wrap this all up. The big takeaway here is simple, but I think it's life-changing. You're not overwhelmed. You're a high-performance machine that just needs a proper rest mode. That powerful brain is a gift, and the exhaustion you feel, that's just the proof of how powerful it really is.
So I'll leave you with this to think about. What if that thing you've always thought of as your greatest weakness, that constant overthinking, that analysis paralysis, that bone-deep exhaustion, what if it's actually your greatest hidden strength?